Hey! Hi! How you doing? This is the Gamertron, and welcome back to the Gamertron Show. We're in July, the 7th month of the year. We're halfway through the year. We're already halfway through 2015. Wow, this has been a quick year. And since we're at the halfway point of the year, I thought, why not do something special for you guys? A little sneak peek as to what are my favorite games of this year, 2015 so far. Since the year's halfway done, just another half until I make my official top 10 games of 2015, why not share with you guys what I've played so far and what I like this year so far? Because so far, 2015 has been yet again a great year for video games. Great AAA titles and great indies, and I'm here to list them off, my favorite games so far this year, to you guys. Now keep in mind, this is a very special and very different top 10 than what I usually do, because while this is a top 10, it's not really a top 10. I am listing off 10 games that I have played this year that I really like so far. Please keep in mind, I am not listing these games in any particular order. This is not least favorite to most favorite game. I am just listing off 10 games. They are not in order like in a usual countdown. Just keep that in mind. This is not least to greatest. I am just listing off 10 games so far. I don't know what my number 1 game this year is yet. Hell, I don't even know what my number 10 game this year is yet. I am just listing off 10 games I have played that have been released this year so far that I have really enjoyed and will probably show up in my official top 10 games of 2015. We're almost reaching 2 minutes in this intro. Let's get started. These are my top 10 favorite video games of 2015 so far. Dying Light. Dying Light is the best zombie game I have ever played. Yes, I am being 100% serious. I like Dying Light more than Dead Rising. I like Dying Light more than Left 4 Dead 2, and I love Left 4 Dead 2. I have played countless zombie games, I have seen countless zombie games, but I have never played a zombie game with so much content, so much polish, such fun zombies to kill and to fight, such a satisfying combat system, such a visually beautiful game. Graphically, Dying Light looks amazing. The textures, the special effects, the lighting, oh my god. You had to know for a game called Dying Light, the lighting in this game would be phenomenal. It's spectacular. The lighting in Dying Light, the way the sun sets and shadows form as the sun is setting and rising, it's a sight to behold. Then we have the looting and crafting. Oh my god, I am addicted to Dying Light looting and crafting. I search every nook and cranny of every building, every garbage can, every container and crate. I am always on the hunt for loot and I pick up everything I see. I'm constantly crafting new, crazy, effective weapons. Axes, swords, and hammers that light on fire, that are electrical, that do poison damage. All this crazy fun stuff. It takes things from my favorite zombie games, Dead Rising, Left 4 Dead, and does its own twist on things. Techland have really moved up in the gaming industry. They went from Dead Island, which was a pretty okay game, to freaking Dying Light. If this was their original vision for a zombie game, then let me tell you, Techland know how to do zombies right. From the different zombie variants, to how they overwhelm you in hordes, to how they're detailed, to how at nighttime Dying Light turns into a survival action open world game into a pure survival horror game. Those volatile zombies, man, ugh. I really like Dying Light. I love the combat, I love the movement system, parkour, running around, jumping, climbing throughout Haran. I love the single player, I love the co-op, I even like the story campaign. The excellent side quests, oh man, guys, so far, I am loving Dying Light. Talking about putting new life into the undead genre. Evolve. Let me just say this right away, Evolve is my Titanfall of 2015. It's a video game I absolutely adore and have endless amounts of fun playing. And like Titanfall, it's a dream come true video game for me, playing or hunting down giant alien monsters. Visually, Evolve is gorgeous. It's freaking gorgeous. It uses the Crytek engine, so you would expect as much, but wow! The color, the detail, the particle effects, the environmental effects, the wildlife, the animations on the playable characters. Oh, Evolve is such a looker, such a beautiful looking game. But more than just looks, the game has character. It has character in its NPCs. The wildlife, the hunters. The hunters are such colorful, unique characters. Turtle Rock Studios took what they learned from Left 4 Dead and developed their characters into memorable personalities. They even took these vicious, terrifyingly awesome beasts that are the monsters from Evolve and gave them personalities in their abilities, their attacks, their body language. Character exudes from this game. And Evolve, it's so much fun to play. The combat is so much fun. The hunting as hunters is intense and fun. Stealthing, being sneaky as the monster is intense and fun. But god damn, getting into the actual battles between hunter and monsters, it's just so much fun. It's so visceral and colorful. A combination of twitch shooting, twitch reactions, strategic planning and timing with abilities, the whole asymmetrical friction going on between the two different teams of hunter and monster. Oh my god, it's just such a blast. And while I admit playing as the different hunters is fun enough, playing and trying out the different classes, learning which characters you like, how to use their abilities to trap, hinder, and damage the monster properly, they are fun and you feel like you're really part of a team, like you're contributing to taking down this big boss. But as fun as it is to play as the hunters, I just absolutely love playing as the monsters. Goliath, Kraken, Wraith, Behemoth, and the soon-to-come 5th monster. Oh my god, I have so much fun playing as the monsters. It is so much fun. The third-person view, the melee attacks and combos, the unique abilities you can chain together with your melee attacks, traversing the environment, evolving, stealthing. Oh, I love playing as the monsters in Evolve. Oh my god, just so much fun. I love Evolve. It is my Titanfall of 2015. Such a great game, such a fun game. Evolve has evolved the way I think about asymmetrical gameplay and giant alien monsters. Mortal Kombat X. I really enjoyed Mortal Kombat, or MK9. It was a solid fighting game with great fighting mechanics, memorable characters, and those awesomely brutal fatalities. It was so great to see Mortal Kombat come to the PC years ago. And its sequel, Mortal Kombat X, has joined its predecessor in the PC Master Race. I joke. But platform versions of the game aside, Mortal Kombat X is fucking awesome! The fighting mechanics remain solid, versatile, and fun from MK9. But MKX spices things up with a few things tweaked to the fighting system. It feels much more refined, much more easier to pull off special moves. And holy shit, the graphics of this game. Mortal Kombat X looks phenomenal. The color, the texture work, the lighting, the special effects for everything. Even the excruciatingly gruesome and delightful little details on the blood, the character wounds, and the gore from the fatalities. Oh, the fatalities. With the upgrade to the Unreal 4 graphics engine, NetherRealm Studios have really outdone themselves with the fatalities. They are more gruesome, more detailed, more varied and creative than ever before. Unique and colorful from character to character. And oh yes, the characters! Mainstay favorites from previous Mortal Kombat games return, as well as, finally, some new faces. While I do miss some of the old fighters from the previous Mortal Kombat, like Sector, Cyrax, Baraka, Scarlet, and Shao Kahn, new characters Ferrator, Devora, Cassie Cage, Kotal Khan, Shinnok, and others are all awesome additions. They are more than welcome into the Mortal Kombat roster and are all equally fun to play as. And now you have more options than ever to play as them with the new character variations. Now you can play one character 3 different ways, with each variation giving them a different look and different movesets and special abilities, adding so much more replayability, value, and experimentation with characters. And I have to say, the story campaign for Mortal Kombat X was incredibly satisfying. The cutscenes were really well done, voice acting is top-notch, and I like how NetherRealm Studios takes chances with the Mortal Kombat story, killing off characters and creating interesting situations that you wouldn't see coming. Overall, Mortal Kombat X is plain and simple fucking awesome. Finish him! Wolfenstein The Old Blood. Wolfenstein The New Order was one of my favorite games released last year. It had great gameplay, great story, great graphics, great characters, weapons, levels, pacing, music. Wolfenstein The New Order proved once and for all that the first-person shooter is more than just mindless action, that it can actually have cinematic storytelling quality while having solid, replayable, very fun shooter gameplay. And that continues with Wolfenstein The Old Blood. The Old Blood is a prequel to The New Order, where series protagonist B.J. Blazkowicz must recover a top-secret Nazi folder and stop the Nazis from unlocking supernatural powers. Wolfenstein The Old Blood is basically almost a remake reboot of Return to Castle Wolfenstein. The game is filled with loving references and Easter eggs to previous Wolfenstein games and previous id titles such as Doom. Even other Bethesda titles like Skyrim. Seriously, this game is packed with Easter eggs and references, and it's awesome. Graphically, Wolfenstein The Old Blood has some serious issues with the id Tech 5 engine. It is poorly optimized for PC. You have to tweak the graphic settings just right to avoid any graphical issues, which is annoying as hell. But if you get past the graphics, if you set them just right, you can enjoy this awesome, bloody, explosive, action-packed first-person shooter experience. You see, The Old Blood doesn't focus so much on story as The New Order. It focuses more on, well, killing Nazis. There are way more combat scenarios and stealth scenarios than in its predecessor, which is actually kind of a good thing. That was one of my singular issues with The New Order. The combat, the shooting was so good, but certain combat scenarios and sections of the game, the shootouts, just felt too short. You wanted more, and The Old Blood gives it to you. There are more Nazis in this game than you know what to do with. Well, actually, you know exactly what to do with them. Kill them all! Kill them all with rifles, shotguns, a brand new sniper rifle, and a brand new grenade launcher pistol. I love The Old Blood, and The Old Blood makes me love The New Order even more, because now I can experience The New Order combat in much greater length in The Old Blood. Seriously, the shootouts and the stealth segments in this game are just so excellent and so much fun. Switching between weapons depending on the situation, stealth killing enemies with your brand new pipe weapons, and the pipe weapons can also be used for platforming and opening certain passageways. The new pipe weapon is an excellent addition. And oh yes, there are Nazi zombies. Demonic Nazi zombies. You know what, it's Wolfenstein. It gave birth to Nazi zombies, so I think we can let it slide. Also, it's pretty freaking awesome and fun to be killing demonic Nazi zombies. Wolfenstein The Old Blood. Just a bloody good time. Mein Leben, guten Tag. Killing Floor 2. I never got to play the first Killing Floor. I never got to experience the rise to power as the original became a cult classic and bestseller on Steam. Well, I'm not missing out this time. I picked up Killing Floor 2 on early access, so I am cheating a bit with putting this game on the countdown. But believe me when I say, even for an early access game, even for an incomplete game, which will be finished by sometime near the end of the year, so this is and will be a 2015 game, but even being an early access game, it doesn't feel like early access at all. Killing Floor 2 feels like a refined AAA experience. I have encountered 0 bugs or glitches. I've encountered nothing that looks unfinished. For an early access game, Killing Floor 2 feels anything but that. The shooting is satisfying, solid, impactful. Shooting the undead, ugly, mutant Zed bastards is such a satisfying affair. The noise of the weapons, the impact they make on enemies, the gore system. Z-time, where everything goes slow-mo if you get a gruesome or multi-kill on enemies. Oh yes, and enemies, the Zeds themselves. Such a creative and colorful lot. From the clots to the cloakers, to the sirens, the flesh pounders, and my arch nemesis, my most hated, Skrakes. Fuck Skrakes. Fighting them is fun and challenging. Oh yes, and the graphics of this game. You will believe it or not, this game uses the Unreal Engine, but it's using Unreal Engine 3, not 4. I'm not kidding you, they're not using the latest, newest graphics engine. They're using the Unreal Engine 3, and they've pushed it to its absolute limits. The game looks fucking beautiful. The colors, the lighting, the textures. Again, Killing Floor 2 looks nothing like any early access game ever. It is so well-tuned and polished and refined. Ugh, gorgeous looking game. And while Killing Floor 2 is just a horde mode, it's one of the most refined, well-made, well-constructed horde modes ever made. It's addicting and satisfying. If you like horde modes in video games, you owe it to yourself to get Killing Floor 2. Such an awesome game, such an awesome, fun first-person shooter. Turin. I'm actually not going to give away too much on Turin. Turin is an indie game made from Brazilian developers. It's a Brazil-made game. That's a rare quality in itself. And it's based on Brazil myth and legend. Again, something that's unique, one of a kind, interesting, not been done before much. Now, Turin is, I guess I'd call it a platformer, puzzle, little bit of hack and slash, story experience. Turin is an experience. You know those games you play where they leave such an impact on you that they're an experience? Turin is one of those games. It is a beautiful, magnificent indie game. While it may not have the best graphics, it uses what it has to the best of its ability, with colorful, memorable environments. Soul-soothing music. Seriously, the music in Turin is phenomenal. And just, I can't say anymore. All I can say is Turin is great. Turin is a great game. It's a great indie game, just a great video game overall. It's a game that proves and shows video games are art. Yes, it's that good. It shows video games can be artistic mediums that can even outshine movies, television, novels, and paintings. Seriously, Turin is just that good. Seriously, play Turin. It's a fantastic game, and it deserves all the love and support it can get. Life is strange. Telltale Games, eat your heart out. Here comes Dontnod, here to show you that Telltale Games are not the only ones that can make excellent point-and-click, story-driven adventure games. And maybe even, dare I say it, do it better than them? Dun dun dun! In all seriousness, while I love the Telltale Games, The Walking Dead, The Wolf Among Us, hell, I even liked the Jurassic Park Telltale Games, and they're also doing an excellent job with Tales from the Borderlands and Game of Thrones. Telltale Games are excellent, period. But Life is Strange does something so different and unique, yet similar to the Telltale Games, that I just can't help but fall in love with it and like it a bit more than Telltale Games, because, frankly, there's more gameplay in it, more control, and a lot more of my choices feel like they have meaning. But hey, that's just me, and that's just what I've played of Life is Strange so far. Life is Strange, so far, while making this video, has only had 3 episodes out so far, with the 4th one coming very soon. Had to wait through all of June to get this 4th episode. God, I fucking hate cliffhangers. There! Look at that! That right there shows the power and how good Life is Strange is. That I am so hyped and anticipating and anxious for the next episode. Because the story is intriguing, fascinating, because the characters are likable, memorable. Better yet, relatable. And the puzzles are excellent. They're not so straightforward that they're insultingly simple, and they're not too complicated that you have to go look up a guide for them. Ah yes, time travel, rewinding time. Manipulating time, such a cool ability, and it adds so much to the gameplay. Not just for puzzle solving, not just for fooling around, but for conversations too. You can have a certain conversation with a character, and if you don't like how that conversation turned out, you can rewind time and try again. Maybe get answers and hidden dialogue you wouldn't have gotten before. All 3 episodes of Life is Strange have been excellent, compelling, memorable. Oh, and it's such a unique premise and setting. How many games take place in a high school setting? How many? We have TV shows about it all the time, and they're usually shit. Oh, and movies too. And the problem with those television shows and those movies is that they portray high school in such an unrealistic manner. But in Life is Strange, I believe these are real people. This is a real high school. This is how people really talk. Especially when it comes to the characters of Max, Chloe, the supporting characters. Oh, I love Max and Chloe. They are such well-written, well-voice-acted characters. I love the story, the premise, the plot. Oh, I love Life is Strange. I cannot wait for the next episode. I cannot wait for the season conclusion. If you haven't played Life is Strange yet, what are you waiting for? Grey Goo. It's been a long time since I've seen the release of a AAA RTS game. Hell, it's been a while since I've seen any RTS games of note. For the past, Jesus, how many years? And then comes along Grey Goo to give me that classic RTS, base building, army building, environment controlling, classic RTS gameplay. Better yet, this game was made by people who really know how to make RTS games. The developer are the same developers who made Universe at War, Earth Assault, and Star Wars, Empire at War. And you can see the inspiration from their previous strategy games made do here. What with the 3 unique factions all having varying units, abilities, no faction feeling the same from one another, a surprisingly actually very well detailed cinematic story campaign? Oh, and just beautiful visuals, very colorful. And I love each one of the factions, the betas, the humans, and the goo, especially the goo. They're such a unique faction, where there's no actual base building, just your mother goos that absorb resources and produce other units. Just so much fun. Grey Goo is what the RTS genre desperately needed. A classic return to form, showing everybody the RTS genre is still kicking and it can still make kick-ass games. Damn you, XCOM, for making all strategy games turn-based! I kid. Monstrum. Monstrum is fucking terrifying. Imagine if Outlast and Alien Isolation had a baby. That'd be Monstrum. An indie game that finally came out of early access this year. I'm sure actually quite a few of you have heard of Monstrum via PewDiePie, Markiplier, or famous YouTubers or horror Let's Players who have played this excellent survival horror game. While you scavenge for parts, tools, and items to help you escape this giant container ship in the middle of the ocean, while 3 deadly, dangerous, and downright terrifying monsters try to hunt you down and kill you in a variety of ways. Also super deadly steam pipes. Monstrum is procedurally generated, in both its environments, item placement, and in choosing of which monster is going to hunt you down. If you fought the zombies from Dying Light, the monsters from Evolve, the Zeds from Killing Floor, were the most scary looking motherfucking monsters that you have seen all year, you guys haven't played Monstrum. These 3 beasties are creative, colorful, and uniquely horrifying in their own ways. And since Monstrum is procedurally generated, there's a lot of replayability to this game. And it's a great game to play if you're looking for a true monster movie horror experience. You've got to be stealthy, quick on your feet, aware of your environment, and for the love of God, don't sprint unless you have to. Monstrum is the scariest game I have played this year, and it's contending with Amnesia, Outlast, and Alien Isolation. It is that good of a horror game. If you're looking for a good scare and a good challenge, I definitely recommend Monstrum. Assassin's Creed Chronicles, China. So I took the time to replay a bit of the original Assassin's Creed 2, and Brotherhood. I still prefer Chronicles China. ACCC is just such an excellent 2D stealth game, with these challenging stealth scenarios that really test your timing and patience. They feel more like puzzles, more like living puzzles than going up against enemies, trying to sneak by enemies. It feels more like you're going up against a living puzzle. There's a right way to do this. There's the stealthy way to do this without killing anyone. It's possible, but it's always just as fun just to take the guards out. I also just love the art style and setting of the game. The water-painted environments of China in ACC are just jaw-droppingly beautiful. Such a gorgeous 2D game to look at. The game's got also excellent platforming, pacing, a real sense of progression and accomplishment, a decent enough and classical story, if not a cliched and tired one. I just really like Assassin's Creed Chronicles China. It's a solid, really well-made game, and I would absolutely recommend it if you are a fan of Assassin's Creed or Mark of the Ninja. 2D platforming stealth at its finest. And those, ladies and gentlemen, are my top 10 games of the year. Top 10 games of 2015 so far. Keep in mind, these are not in order. I was just listing off 10 games so far that I really like. They're my favorite games this year so far. They're the games I've had the most fun with, enjoyed the most, and the games I would absolutely recommend to you guys. If you haven't gotten any games, any new releases 2015, I definitely recommend these games. Now, 2015 is not over yet. There are still more games to come, and there are games I haven't played yet. And there are some video games that I am actively going to choose not to play. So, this is not set in stone. So far, halfway through the year, these are my favorite games of 2015 so far. What are your favorite games of the year so far? Let me know in the comments section below. Let me know what you think of my choices, my favorite games. Let me know about your favorite games. Let's just talk about the games this year in the comments section below. I can't wait to hear your thoughts, feelings, and opinions in the comments section. Please leave a like if you liked the video, if you enjoyed the gameplay, commentary, whatever. If you liked anything about the video, please hit the like button. Hitting the like button helps you, helps me, helps everybody involved with the video if you hit the like button. And if you're new to the channel and want to support me, I'm the Gamertron. I love video games. I love talking about video games. And if that's something that interests you, please consider supporting me by subscribing to my channel. Anyways, guys, this has been a video, and I will see you guys later. Also, remember to check out my earlier videos, my top 10 games of 2014 and my top 10 games of 2013. Links in the comment section and in the description. Later, guys.